Boom, 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 boom. Yes. Tried a little new intro, little song, but that's not really it. I'm just playing around, having a good time. We're talking about Formula One. Welcome back. Have a wonderful day. If you're not having a wonderful day, find a way to make that happen. But I can definitely tell you somebody who may not be having the best day, our best season, our best starting career in Formula One, and that is ZHOU GUANYU. Okay, he is having a rough time, but I can say this, like, to be objective, to be kind of fair, there have been other teams, Red Bull, for instance, AlphaTauri, that have had multiple DNFs, but I'm not sure if they've had a string of DNFs with the same driver, aside from Ferrari now coming up with Charles Leclerc, okay? Because that right there is shenanigans. But the Ferrari DNFs correlate to the Haas DNFs because they're using Ferrari power units. Correlate to Alfa Romeo DNFs because they're using Ferrari power units. So that's kind of stemming back from that. But let's get back to GUANYU ZHOU because he is having a rough season. And I think, honestly, his rookie career or rookie start off is kind of being dampened. It's being shadowed by these things that are totally out of his control. And we can go over this. So with the first one starting, and it's not going order, I think we're going from front to back. And we're going to start with Baku. He had the DNF, all right? He gets called in, told that the car, he can't continue. And that's kind of a demoralizing thing because by the time this comes, it's like his third one or in his second where he's literally been called into the pits and retired, where he's also been called out on track. This is over with. Then the next one that happens going back from there is Spain. Spain, he is in again. The car is retired. There's nothing that he could do about it. And at this point in time, I believe is where his frustration started to build up because it was evidently clear in Baku that he clearly voiced it over the radio. He was not happy about the fact that they were going to have to retire this car. And might I add also, he had already started climbing up. I believe, I'm not sure, I have to go back and check the tape, but I'm pretty sure if he was not on the very crust of like biting a pizza and finishing it all on Vettel, I'm pretty sure he had past Vettel. But either way it goes, he had gained position and he had to retire the car. Then to start it off, we go to Miami. They wheel the car up, push the car in. He's done. Now, this is like the first United States Grand Prix kicking off the season, and in Miami, a big time, big celebration, a lot of things going on. And this man doesn't even get to finish the race. All right. Because in Miami, he comes out lap 7 to 8. Not even finishing 10 laps. He's out of there. At least in Spain, he got 29 to 31 laps. He's out of there. Then we get to Baku, 24th lap. He's out of there. So as it is right now, ZHOU is not even meeting the halfway point in these races that he's getting DNF'd in. All right. But there is a silver lining to gray clouds. And the silver lining, I think, is this. Now, we're coming up with a new stat, and this is called the position sauce stat, all right? Let's see what ZHOU's position sauce is in Formula One. Let's check that out. So I'm going to bring up the ZHOU sauce card, and here we go. Position sauce stat. All right, so in Bahrain, round 1, he starts off 15, goes to 10th, gains 5 spots. Round 2 in Saudi, starts off 13, goes up to 11, gains 2 spots. Australia, round 3, starts off 14, goes up to 11, 3 spots right there in the bag. But here we come into round 4 in Italy, starts off 14, slides back to 15, losing 1, and then bouncing back in Cinco, which is not Spain because we're in Monaco, but still, I've just felt like saying that. He starts off in 20th and then goes up to 16th, gains 4 spots. Listen, ZHOU's position sauce averages 2.6 spots per race that he is in. I think that's pretty decent for what he's doing, for where he is. I would like to also point out that he seems to be hitting that drop off, like that cliff in qualifying. You know, Q1, Q2. Hopefully we can see him make it all the way through, which I'm not saying he hasn't, but I'm just saying on a consistent basis, make it all the way through to Q3. Start getting up maybe like top 10 position spots, but that also is on Alfa Romeo to get the car right and to give him the car that he needs in order to couple with his talent, couple with his ability, couple with his knowledge, and then put a good package together and be very competitive for Alfa Romeo, as well as Bottas trying to do the same thing as he is like the number 1 seed. I would like to think that ZHOU is going to have a good career with Alfa Romeo, given what at least I do see with the races that he has finished. The races he has finished, he's been known to progress up the grid. He slid back in round 4, but more than often than not, he's sliding up in position. I think that 20-16 and 15-10, which was the first race that he got points, which was round 1. And since then, we haven't really seen him in the points, and we've seen DNF. So when we go like 4 more rounds of not seeing points, and then we got 3 rounds of straight not finishing races, it looks pretty bad. But it's not all ZHOU's fault that these things are happening. And so I would like to just put in context, he's not a bad driver. I don't think it's time to deem him as a bad driver. He's had unfortunate situations within a race environment, but if we look at the examples or the samples that we do have, we've seen a positive progression from him when he's on the grid. He qualifies in said spot, but he slides up to finish in said spot. So ZHOU, hold strong, be tight, be patient. Get involved as much as you can with the team at Alfa Romeo to try to develop this car, to try to find out what's going on. At the end of the day, it might be something with Ferrari's power units as well that is handicapping ZHOU and other drivers and teams. And that is something that Ferrari is going to have to get a handle on if they want to keep those clients. I'm just saying, I mean, you want a Ferrari, but do you want a broke-ass Ferrari? No, you don't want a broke-ass Ferrari, because not even Charles wants a broke-ass Ferrari. Carlos, on the other hand, was wrecking Ferrari, so it's not the same thing. But I'm not going to keep rambling. I really appreciate you all sticking around. We're going to be here live for the quality kickback, telling you coming up this Saturday as we are in Canada, and then we're going to be live for the finale lap post-race talk your shit highlight time. And you never know, if Merc gets another podium, I might be popping another bottle. Yes, right here. So see you then. Just build it. Peace. Thanks for tuning in and watching another video here at Wolfpack Performance. Check out some of my other content on Formula One issues, our topics, and our DIY products on how to customize your vehicle. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.